Between aging and busy lifestyles, many women struggle with maintaining their physical and mental wellness. At Aquavita Concierge Healthcare Services for Women, we can help you revitalize your health and reclaim your life. We start from within by balancing your hormones, allowing your body to achieve and maintain desired weight goals. We also specialize in peptide therapies, regenerative medicine, sexual health, and aesthetics in our state-of-the-art facilities. Feel better, look better, live better at Aquavita. Visit aquavitality.com and begin your journey today.
J360 Radio.
Hey, what's going on, J360 Legion, and welcome to a J360 Minibyte, hosted by J.M. Brady. And that is me, J.M. Brady, your host for episode 9. So what's been going on, ladies and gentlemen? Everything good? Yeah, I know. It was supposed to be the J-Man show tonight. But, hey, shuffle mode is in place, because I've been so worn out and busy doing other things, time has escaped me. And I know I said on Facebook that it was going to happen tonight at 10, but looks like it's going to have to happen tomorrow at 10. Yeah, because, see, I started working on J360 TV a little bit. I had to go ahead and get the monitor for the retro station that I have over here. The retro station is a combination of all the retro consoles that I have. And I know E3's still going on. And there's quite a lot of things to talk about that, and I just can't do that in a 15-minute show because I am so excited about all the content that's happened. I don't know who killed it this year. Was it Nintendo or was it Microsoft? You know, because, I don't think... Actually, yeah, this is the year that Sony didn't have a presentation, right? Right? Because it was more about everybody else. Let's see. But still, they got Days of Game, and hey, some of them deals for Days of Game you don't want to miss out on. Matter of fact, my PS is still good to go until about 2021, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I mean, it's $40 for a $60 piece there, you know what I'm saying? Like just to be on online capabilities, you know, you gotta spend $60, which is why I don't have my Xbox stuff yet, because you think about it, it'll be $120 for me to maintain the stuff. Then I got to go ahead and buy all of the accessories and everything that goes with that. And you already know that I'm holding it down with everything else because I got to do the movies too now. So, yeah, unless I'm going to be out there working all the time, which is a thing that's going to happen, I want to use my money for a lot bigger and better things. So, which is why, you know, the Xbox side of things hasn't been set up, except for the Xbox 360. So that's about the only thing. But other than that, though, I think more or less like Nintendo, this was Nintendo's year. But they're pretty much racking up everything now. Especially since I think they discontinued 3DS for the Switch more so. But I mean, can you blame them? That damn thing is revolutionary, especially... I think even the Wii is supposed to be getting a new game, right? Aren't they supposed to be getting the latest incarnation of Just Dance? The Wii. Does the Wii U even have a shot, you know, for something a little bit? Any Wii U fans out there? I gotta admit, it wasn't much of a drop when we first had it, but, you know, looking back, it had some pretty good games on that system. But why would you want to look too far back, right? I do know that there is a couple of games that I need to buy, but I'm saving some of the stuff for the J-Man show, in case you didn't realize. But, man, oh man. It's been one busy week, but now that I got the retro station all active and looking as good as can be, I think this first part of J360 TV is all ready to go. And I don't want to go ahead and throw too many spoilers out about it, because you all knew J360 TV was coming anyway. But I did a few live streams showing me buying the TV for it. And it came out pretty good, you know, I thought it was pretty fun. So, I'm starting doing more of those. Might even find a spot where I could go ahead and spit up my point of views on life a little bit. But the problem with that is, you know how I get into it. And then some people, they just can't handle the truth when they hear it, especially when it's somebody else's truth. So we'll have a lot of fun with this one. But that's going to be something to come later on. And right now I'm looking at some more of Black Mirror. This is, I think this is called Man of Fire, I think, when it dealt with that veteran. And they're fighting against those people who are called roaches. Pretty much got the whole Resident Evil sort of feel going on, or Night of the Living Dead issue. It's alright. I think it's a pretty good episode. Did you know some of these things are pretty good that they could go ahead and grow into their own series? Like that one that dealt with the killer bees in the form of drones. That was pretty good. I would like to see those two lady detectives in a show of their own solving issues like this. You know what I'm saying? Like every so often they deal with a technological issue that end up creating something that is viable, destructive, and could wipe out the face of the planet as we know it. Like it was so good, you know. And I like the characteristics between them. Like the main lady, she didn't like technology, but her associate knew all about technology. See, that demographic can work. See, there's a lot there that's pretty good. You can even make a nice sci-fi detective movie out of that. But then again, you know, this being Black Mirror and Netflix, they're pretty much mini movies anyway. So, yeah, it is what it is. But I do have a top 5 list, which I'll share with you on the J-Man Show. If anything, this is building up towards the J-Man Show. But I also know, I also know one thing. Regarding the future of the Minibytes, yeah, you are still going to get one. I'm still trying to figure out a way to balance between, you know, my college work, my volunteer work, and then working at the, that 9 to 5. So, you know, it's just all about just balancing everything out. But so far, I think I'm getting where I need to be. Wouldn't it be funny, though, if the way that everything works out will only happen when the course is over, and then I actually have more time to do these things, but then something else will fill the gap? Wouldn't it be crazy if that happened? So it just goes to show one way or another, the J-Man can't win. But he still got his time management skills on Flick. So here's the thing, or Flick, Black, whatever, because after a while, you know, the slang kind of runs out of time or some shit with people nowadays. Oh, pardon my French. Oh, which, by the way, on the Minibytes, I can swear a little bit. Oh, man. But, you know, all in all, dang, this TV is awesome. I'm loving it. I'm 100% loving this. Yeah, this is why you almost didn't get an episode tonight. I'm just messing. But yeah, man, so I've also been taking a look at what Rotten Tomatoes has been talking about. I mean, at least they're consistent about one thing, right? They do not like certain pop culture films. Matter of fact, did anybody like Dark Phoenix, now that I think about it? Did anybody even think that Dark Phoenix was going to pretty much blossom the way it was supposed to? Because I kind of knew that it wasn't going to be that good, man. This is how the X-Men movies usually go. Like, they have one stellar movie, usually out of 3. Because when you go back to it, okay, I liked X1, of course, well, it was the first one. X2 wasn't too bad. I redeemed X3 after a while. But then, you got X-Men Origins Wolverine. Then you got, which was a great video game, subpar movie. The Wolverine was a better cleanup movie. Took place after The Last Stand. And then eventually you had Days of Future Past, which is now going through film court right now because people are mad at it. People are just saying, this is the worst movie ever. This movie sucks. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, but we had First Class too, and then a lot of people weren't really talking about that. But when Days of Future Past came around, then everybody was okay with it in the beginning. And then, I guess when Logan came around, Logan was so good because it was more of a, it was a swan song for Wolverine. It was the last ride, and it ended on a fond note, especially with the interaction between him and X-23. It actually worked out. I'm still mad about what happened to Professor X after all that, but, he had to go one way, and, Logan didn't even have closure with Charles in the end, to a point. His clone came in there and killed him. Yeah, that annoyed me. But after a while, though, though he got to join him in the afterlife, I like to think. But when it gets right back to this picture here, Apocalypse wasn't all that good. I liked the little Easter egg they did when they went to Alakai Lake and Wolverine busted out. I thought that was awesome. But then, I just really didn't care for the new kids that much other than Quicksilver and maybe Nightcrawler. But Nightcrawler more or less was just there, and then they boosted Mystique up to heroism status, more of that adaptational heroism that she's not really known for. I mean, she does play anti-hero a lot more now and again, but at the same time, I don't really care for her being we now know about mutants and we accept mutants, which was laid out in Days of Future Past. Just kind of annoyed me. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at Apocalypse, where they barely used Apocalypse in it. There's just too much going on in these movies. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, you can just look at it like the Professor X and Magneto movies for all those movies that dealt with like the new class and everything. And then, of course, we're not getting that New Mutants movie anytime soon until they really feel like, hey, it's time to go ahead and share that movie. But we all know that movie exists. So it's kind of that thing. But the thing with Dark Phoenix is, if everybody's running around saying how subpar it is and that it wasn't the big finale that we all wanted, I mean, yeah, what do you expect? Anytime they cancel what was good about it so they could go ahead and do reshoots, and then they do more reshoots on the reshoots, and then it's always this, that. The way Fox handled it was just very, very subpar. And of course, I don't know whether they did it just to be tedious and say, here, Disney, go ahead and take this pile of crap that you have now, because you own everything. I don't know whether it's because of that, but I wouldn't be surprised either. And what's so interesting about it all is that people are still now debating, were the X-Men movies even that good? They were at their time, but after a while, it became more of a clusterfudge after X3. And then you got Deadpool. Deadpool runs around and he makes fun of it all, and we all love that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's one of them kind of things you take with a look at, and then you're like, yeah, they lost my investment around X3. But when you're at home and you need something to watch, they're okay then and there. I'm not surprised Rotten Tomatoes all about that kind of stuff. But what I am mad about what Rotten Tomatoes is how they take Godzilla and try to throw that under the ringer. The critics were wrong on that one. Matter of fact, I know it's a little too early for this, so I'll wait till August for that one. I'll go ahead and I'll talk about my top 5 movies for the summer. Yeah. I'll do that, because I've done that before with the website. This time, you're going to get it live. And speaking of another part of J360 TV, this program called Scener, where it allows you to do commentary. And yeah. You know what? I'm going to work with this part of the aspect, too. We're going to go ahead and do some experimentation from here into July, okay? So it's a little bit of this and that, and maybe you guys could help me. Maybe I can throw a couple of polls up and see what you guys vote for. And it can help J360 Productions get on that right track like it's supposed to. See where we go from here, huh? And hey, who knows? Maybe we can set up a Patreon page, huh? Something to look into a little bit later. Oh yeah, speaking of which, since July is rolling around, it's almost Spidey time again. Now, do you guys really think that there's a split in the universe where there's a second Earth, or do you think Mysterio is just full of crap again? I wonder that myself, because I'm like this. He's pretending to be a hero, but in a way, I'm pretty sure this is all just a setup. Because that's normally what he does. He's pretty good at lying. And then after a while, he became that bubble-headed supervillain that we all know and love anyway. And which reminds me, I should play some of the old Spider-Man games, because while he didn't have a run in any of the Sam Raimi movies, which I think he should have been the main villain of Spider-Man 3, I really do. He was in the games a lot. And he did a pretty good job in Spider-Man 2, as far as I'm concerned. To which, hey, speaking of which, and the new Spider-Man game that's supposed to be getting a sequel for, like, Marvel Spider-Man, I hope that Mysterio's in there. We could use some of that mind twisting. Electro was already in already in the first one, which was, they should do more with that character in movies. They really should. Especially with Amazing Spider-Man 2. I thought that was the best interpretation of him so far, but they should do more with that character. But I see that we are in near 14 minutes or so, and I talked your ear off enough because, man, I got to get back to enjoying this TV right then and there. The color and oh man, this is phenomenal. Whew. Y'all just don't, well, you guys know. Especially when you buy new stuff, it gets really, really ooh and ah for a moment. But I'm sure in about a month or so, After I get some new equipment around here, I probably won't think of it much. Don't believe me. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. I will catch you all next time, and I will see you then and there. Be back tomorrow. The new J-Man show will land, and we're going to go ahead and talk about some interesting things. All right? But until then, you take it easy.
Between aging and busy lifestyles, many women struggle with maintaining their physical and mental wellness. At Aquavita Concierge Healthcare Services for Women, we can help you revitalize your health and reclaim your life. We start from within by balancing your hormones, allowing your body to achieve and maintain desired weight goals. We also specialize in peptide therapies, regenerative medicine, sexual health, and aesthetics in our state-of-the-art facilities. Feel better, look better, live better at Aquavita. Visit aquavitality.com and begin your journey today.